ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the universe. It's Dave Neal. How are you? Good to see everybody out there. We're going to populate this chat. Coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee here, Rush Hour Studio. That's right, we got the full rush. Let me pull up the comment section. Your boy put on a semi-nice New Year's Eve outfit. In fact, I'll even put the cologne on. Should we get the mood going? You guys might not know this, but I married a highly sensitive person, so she doesn't like the way I smell. But Eve Saint Laurent will disagree. How about that? Look, oh boy, can you feel that one? That's for the ladies in the super chats right there. Oh boy, that was a little too strong. Oh, Sarah, good to see ya. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Oh, Kate's in Ireland. It's 1:30 a.m. Kate, Happy New Year's to ya. Oh, how was it? Do you want to call in, Kate? Let us know. Anyone want to share their New Year's resolutions? Anyone want to? Hey, how about this? Let's deburden. Anyone have any secrets they want to get off their chest from 2024? Thank you, Amy. Lauren is in the chat. So, Lauren, you're starting your live stream at 10:30 East Coast time. Is that right? It's 9 East Coast time. Is that right? You're going at 10:30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to give you guys an hour of my time. And if we hit the super chat goal, we'll go an extra half hour. Actually, what I'm going to do if we hit the super chat goal is I will shotgun a beer for you guys. Now, you might say, Dave, we don't care if you can shotgun a beer. I never said I could shotgun one. It might be a disaster. It might be worth your money. We'll have to see. So yeah, I don't necessarily plan on having any guests because I'm using my the format that is just my my personal software, not the StreamYard. Although if anyone, okay, so Lauren's going live at 10:30 Eastern. Maybe I'll try to join Lauren. Lauren, who else are you going to have over? You got the whole crowd. I always feel like the sort of people that live stream. No, and by the way, you guys always ask me to do it, but I kind of always feel like in the evening I'm like, putting the baby to bed or we're doing something. So I don't usually take part in that, but would be happy to jump on. Let's see what's going on here. Sue says, Happy New Year from the Jersey Shore, having a huge thunderstorm with lots of lightning. Yeah, New York City looks like it's an absolute mess. Should we go to the New York City cam right here? Oh, I got the wrong file set up. Let's go to our secondary display. So let's go here and see what they've got going on in the Times Square countdown here. Guess we can kind of
Tom Green. I haven't heard that name in a while.
see if they got the police department drummers line there. Yeah, it looks like a disaster. Listen, I've done New Year's in Times Square. I don't recommend it at all. The only way I would ever do this again is if I got invited to one of those private parties. Tammy said, are you wearing pants? I'm here to tell you guys that yes, I am wearing pants. That's right. I know. It's quite the setup. And then over here, let me turn the drum line off because who cares? We love a good drummer boy. Over here, I've got several of my beverages. I've got a Celsius, which is alcohol-free, but full of caffeine. Then I got a couple Miller Lights, and I think I also have a, let's see, it's very cold in there. I've got an Angry Orchard. So I think what we'll do right now is why don't we just start off with some caffeine? We'll just start with the caffeine. I don't really drink much anymore, but it's really for no reason other than you boys got stuff to do. But since I've already got tomorrow's episode of the podcast ready to go, why not? Oh, that's good. That's a good one. That's a good year. Oh, hey, look at this. We're already starting it off with 2 super chats. Hold on. You know what? You know what I need to do? I need to get I need to get something. Hold on. I just realized that although I have a sock here, I just took my shoes off, but I just realized that all the water, I can't use my laptop trackpad because my fingers were wet. Oh boy, just a tough world we have over here. But let's go to a few super chats. You guys are so kind. Sarah says, Happy New Year's Eve from Newfoundland. Now, tell me, Newfoundland, is that like Nova Scotia? Where the hell's Newfoundland? Don't make me look this up. Where is Newfoundland? Am I even pronouncing that right? I don't even know. Oh, wow, you're up there. What are you doing up there, Sarah? Sarah is in Newfoundland in Labrador, which is above Nova Scotia. I mean, you must have a crazy accent Do you have a crazy accent? I kind of feel like you guys kind of have that Scottish accent. Well, thank you so much for the super chat there. 5 good ones, the Canadians, a strong dollar. And then Cat Lady with $5 says, thank you for being an amazing person. Your positivity and light is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Dave. Oh, that's so kind, Cat Lady. Well, thank you to both of you guys. I really appreciate that. From Newfoundland to above, let me know where you guys are checking in from. I'll be here checking your super chats. I'll also be checking your comments. Sarah said the most easterly point in North America. I had no idea. Only someone from Newfoundland would know that. I do apologize to my Canadians out there for not understanding the significance of Newfoundland. Oh yeah, that is east. Oh my gosh, you're basically near Greenland, which apparently we're about to buy. I don't think so. So what's going on over here? St. Pierre. Oh, that's Newfoundland. So is Newfoundland just an island? No, Newfoundland is an island, and then it's also how far up in Newfoundland are you? I mean, you're basically hanging out with the polar bears, right? That's pretty far up there. Sarah Dawn, come on down to Florida if you get too chilly. Panama City. All right, well, from Newfoundland to Panama City, we're up and down the East Coast. Gorillas in Toronto and Newfoundland. Sorry, it's Newfoundland. I'm sorry, I didn't understand how to pronounce Newfoundland. My bust. Maybe I got a big audience there. I'll go there. So you're pretty close to Iceland, if I'm not mistaken. You're right. You're right around the corner. So very nice. Trying to find out where everyone's tuning in from. I did have something I wanted to address. So this is mainly because this is the type of thing that annoys me so much, but I have to understand, if you guys aren't familiar, sometimes I can come off like a dick, and I don't mean to be, but whenever somebody gets me wrong, it really annoys me. And I'm not annoyed so much I am annoyed. So somebody posted this, but I'm not mad at the person. You might be in the community. I love you, I love you, I love you. Because whenever I share any grievances, people go, why is Dave? No, I love you. But I shared, I have the Rush Hour podcast. It is was audio only. And then I had my YouTube channel, which was video only. I brought the audio onto video. And in doing so, I of course had, you can see my video episode here, but in the podcast, I can only cover a topic for 1 or 2 minutes because I cover a lot of different news stories. And I guess that pissed somebody off. And again, I'm not pointing this out. Don't give them any hate. They're all anonymous. But someone said, love Dave and love the new look of the studio. Thank you. Not loving that his only coverage of these major stories is 2 minutes of listening to other people talking about the story and then saying they're great, eh? I understand him wanting to make this format change, but not loving the results. We'll keep watching out of loyalty, though. So then I responded, and again, this just happened. I responded, I'd like you to elaborate. The only change I have made is that I've taken my audio podcast and added it to the video format. Is your complaint that I didn't make more Clayton coverage on New Year's Eve? Please understand my tone is confused, not trying to sound like a dick. Please elaborate. And then 6 minutes later, I was like, you know what? I already feel like I'm sounding like a dick because I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I try to set boundaries for myself, I can come up like, you try to just like say, hey, this is messed up. I worked till 2 a.m. last night. Okay. I'm working my ass off and this person's telling me, I don't really get it. It's like, what are you talking about? Are you kidding me? So then I said, I want to further explain. I'm not ditching my normal YouTube videos. I just moved the audio-only podcast to YouTube as well. If I sound exhausted, it's because I can't please everybody, and I didn't have time to make a dedicated YouTube video today regarding this story. I've made hundreds of Clayton stories. I worked till 2 a.m. last night, and again all day making content, live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time today. I really don't mean to sound like an asshole. I just think maybe I failed to communicate what content I am making. Once again, the podcast Rush Hour is now available, both audio and video. And I'll continue making YouTube videos about important subjects, including this one. Just not today, on New Year's Eve. I went out to get sushi with my family instead. Baby Jinky will understand. Beautiful. Period. All right. So, and again, I'm raising my voice for theatrical reasons. I'm not upset at anybody. I have to let people know, The only reason that person was frustrated with my content is because I gave more content, Anyhow, Arthur said, I love that the Rush Hour podcast is on YouTube now. Smart move. I mean, I'm telling you this right now. I hear it every single day from people. Every day. You're covering too much Clayton. You're not covering enough Clayton. You need to do more of this. Less. It's like holy. And so then Saturday, I make a Q&A version of my podcast, which I record at midnight, Friday night. And I made it extra long. I could have mailed it in. Fuck. I could have done nothing. I could have sat on my hands and had a good Friday night. I gave an hour and 7 minutes. And the last 25 minutes of that episode, which I could have just mailed it in or not given it all, someone's like, well, you're talking too much about your business. I'm done. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Now, you might say, Dave, I understand. I get it. You can't please everybody, but I can try my best to communicate. You've got it wrong. I've done more. I haven't done less. I'm doing more. So when there is a big story for YouTube, I plan on making content. There are just days like last night where I don't get much sleep. I got a 7-month-old. I don't know if you knew that. He sleeps. Sometimes he doesn't. I love him. I stay up with him. Sometimes I wake up late and I have to take some content off of my already very busy schedule. So I'm not trying to be an asshole. Linda says, you're looking sharp. Thank you so much there, Linda. Amy says, I was just about to say you can't make everyone happy. I understand, but the thing that was so frustrating is it was almost the person misunderstanding what I do. Like, I don't do... I had someone saying, Dave, I would love to watch your podcast, but only if you put timestamps on it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. You know why? When you put timestamps, people won't watch the full thing. Then YouTube says no one's watching your video, and then it does. So it's like, sorry, you're going to have to sift through it. There's nothing a creator hates more than when someone's like, dude, the discussion starts at the 19-minute mark. It's like, oh, I guess I should have just fucked off those first 18 and a half minutes. Anyhow, you guys get it. I am riled up. Blame the Celsius. So, and again, it's not, this person wasn't a hater. They just don't understand what I'm doing. And someone else on my other YouTube Rush Hour, someone goes, wait, is this the same podcast from this morning on your podcast channel? And I was like, oh my gosh, it literally starts off going, hey, I'm Dave Neal. This is the Rush Hour podcast. I don't know what else to do. Cindy says growing pains. No, that's all it is. It's just growing pains. And you know what? This is what's interesting because I don't, when it comes to the podcast, I don't really read any comments from the podcast. I just do it. And maybe I should sort of take that methodology for YouTube and just go, you know what? Do what you think's right. If I want to give 25 minutes on the alien fog that's rolling in, just give 25 minutes on the alien fog. Tonight, we're going to discuss a few stories that are actually massive that are happening right now. Oh my gosh, we have massive stuff we're going to get into. Blake Lively has a new lawsuit against Justin Baldoni, alleges emotional distress and mental anguish. She filed a lawsuit making a formal demand for money, suing him and others for mental pain and anguish, severe emotional distress, and lost wages. I don't know how she's going to prove lost wages, but hey, maybe there was another gig she was going to go to. The lawsuit mirrors the complaint filed with the California Civil... You know what? Hold on. I'm going to read this. Let's do this. Let me go to the super chats. I want to read this, but I actually might cut this up for a video tomorrow. So let's kill two birds with one stone. So let's hold on to this one. And then someone had showed me the other lawsuit. There it is. So we have two massive stories to get to. So hang on, we'll get to it. Kathy says, blue is your color. Oh, well, thanks, Kathy. Appreciate that. Actually, you know what? So I've got this new setup here. Now, hold on. If anyone is at risk of having a seizure, be careful. I'm not going to do this ever, but I've got a different mode here for my neon light. So if your boy wants to start a club, or maybe if what would you call it? Cocaine kicks in, or maybe the Molly. If anyone's rolling on Molly tonight, boy, do I have the party for you. Now, but I can go from 10%, where you can see it's a little bit. See how it's this is the natural color. The problem is I've got like a $4,000. I always change the price. I have a $50 million camera. It's very nice, right? It's a $2,000 camera with a $1,200 $1,200 lens. Because you think this hair comes out with a poor lens? No, I wouldn't do that. But when you put it to 100%, it's almost too pink. Now, my eyes can see a perfectly pink thing, but you guys see white. So I'm going to try to keep it maybe on that level. Denise, good to see you. Yeah, Lauren. Oh, Lauren wants the rave. Yeah. Oh, no, how about this? Let's do this every time we get a super chat. All right, this will be the super chat button. Oh, fun. Look, we learn something new every day. Dawn says, I've been following you for several years and you only did Bachelor and Bachelorette. I enjoyed your journey, your family, Tasha and son. I enjoy so much of what you do. Looking great. Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. Bruce says, I haven't had enough Monster Energy to rave. I tell you what, these Celsiuses really do it. I mean, I'm probably going to die from them, but what a way to go, you know? All right, so what's everyone drinking tonight? Oons, yeah, right there. Oons. All right, so next super chat, I'll be giving you that energy. Sarah, so we got Sarah, Cat Lady. Then Annie gave $2 and says, Happy New Year, Dave. Enjoy Tony, the video rush. Enjoy Tony, the video rush. Tony, the video. I don't know what that means. But thank you. I appreciate that. And Natalia, this setup needs a martini. Very nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, get a martini. Go do what you need to do. I appreciate you. So if we get up to 30 super chats, I will shotgun a beer. No pressure. You don't have to donate. Just hang out with us. Maybe 30 was too many. I don't know. I just figured it was a number I'd go for. Danny said, how's the fam? They're great. The baby's going to bed right now. Tasha's in her PJs. Pam said, I would seriously be pissed if you guys go and do that without me. I have to find out what that is. Someone tell Dave to reset the goal. How does that work? How do I reset the goal? What does that mean? Someone explain to me what that means. How do I reset the goal? Oh, am I very far? I might be far behind. All right, I'm back. If Dave has another on the hand, okay. Almost 6 more hours before my champagne toast in California. Jane Jones, good to see you. What does it mean to reset the goal? What do I have to do to reset the goal? I have no idea how that works. It keeps on going back to the very beginning. I'm having a little bit of a chat issue. How come none of the super chats counted? Said Amy. All right, good question. If it's under a $5 super chat, it doesn't count, which is lame. I didn't make the rules. I don't know how it works. Let me go into the page. I've never done this before. I don't know how it works. So let me go to the customization and see if I can figure this out. Live reactions. Let me just figure out what we're doing here. I honestly, I have no idea how this works. Heather is here, says Happy New Year's. So Linda says it's stuck. The goal was set and ended prior to the video starting. So the ones you got, wait, really? Hold on a second. Hold on. Timer ended before reaching the goal. What? Start another goal. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. 20 super chats. I'm going to set the price to $2 or higher. And set a timer limit, 1 hour. Let's do 45 minutes. I'll shotgun a beer and go an extra half hour. I'm sorry about that. The time ended. Okay, so let me know if it makes sense now. I started a goal. Interesting, Bruce. All right, I think we're good. Sorry about that, folks. So for the 4 super chats, that didn't count, but I lowered the number to 20. All right, we've got it going on here. Let me see. Why does it keep going back to the beginning? Keep telling him he's at 24. Cancel it. You can set it to do any amount. Okay, Sarah, I set it to do $2. Loving the outfit. After dark, Dave looking sharp. Thank you, Julianne. You know what? It's not, to be quite honest, it's not. So when I turn that light off, you'll notice, or maybe you won't. Hold on a second. I have so many lights going on. Here's my up light. So let's hit the up light. Why isn't that turning on? There we go. So that's what my uplight used to be. So it doesn't look too dark and grim. But when I turn this light on, sometimes it kind of darkens everything around it, which is fine. I've got my 10%. I've got my 100%. Oh, that looks really nice with that glow. I kind of like that pink glow across the face. All right, we'll keep it. I'm just boggled down in lights. I got nothing but lights. All right, Annie with the $2 super chat says Annie loves you. Oh, thanks. We got a super chat from Annie. Annie with a super chat. Do-do-do-do. All right, anyway, that's my super chat. That's my super chat button. All right, let's move it along. So I'll tell you what. Why don't we cover the Blake Lively story, and maybe I'll just cut it up and post about it tomorrow. This is absolutely wild. Why don't we do it right now? We'll start at the 20-minute mark. All right, I'm going to cover the Blake Lively story, and I'm going to record it as if it's original content for tomorrow. It'll probably take about 10 minutes, and then after that, we'll go back to the New Year's Eve party. But it's crazy what's going on. Absolutely crazy out there. So let's jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Neal here with the Rush Hour Podcast. Insane story happening on New Year's Eve. Maybe you're watching on New Year's Day. Happy New Year's to you. I hope you had a fantastic evening and everything was safe and you kissed somebody and it was consensual and all that jazz. What's going on with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni? We have a new lawsuit, 2 new lawsuits to talk about. I'm going to share both of them. Blake is suing Justin again for emotional distress and mental anguish. Along with that, check this out. Justin is suing the New York Times for $250 million. Holy hell, this is insane. I mean, he's going to have a hard time proving it, right? I mean, we're going to have to see. No one just sues the New York Times, or do they? I don't know. So let's go through both of these lawsuits. Insane way to end 2024. I mean, he said there was lawsuits coming. Now, you might say, Dave, what side are you on? I'll tell you what, you read Blake's 80-page lawsuit like we did, and it's pretty damning. She has a track record. She has all of the notes of HR complaints. That's what she has. She's got private text messages from Justin Baldoni and his crisis PR people, putting together a plan to AstroTurf her. Whether they implemented that plan or not, I'm not sure. So when you read that, you might side with Blake. I would say probably 80 at least percent people side with her. Well, let's go on and see where else she's suing Justin. She's filed another lawsuit making a formal demand for money, suing Justin Baldoni and others for mental pain and anguish, severe emotional distress, and lost wages. The lawsuit mirrors the complaint filed with the California Civil Rights Commission, but this action has been filed in federal court in New York. All right, so it's the same complaint that we already read, I guess, or similar. This is just the one in the federal court in New York. In addition to Baldoni, Blake is suing his crisis managers, Melissa Nathan and Jennifer Abel, along with Wayfarer Studios, which produced the movie It Ends With Us. Now, Wayfarer Studios is bankrolled by a billionaire. So, at first you go, well, Blake Lively's husband, is Ryan Reynolds. They're worth a ton of money, and they are, but also he's very bankrolled here. So we'll have to see. It could be, the only people that are going to win are probably going to be the lawyers. Now, in past videos, people have said to me, Dave, why did you call Blake Lively a grifter? Because she has a liquor company. So she's got like a vodka seltzer or some beverage. And I said, look, I don't have an opinion about Blake, and I certainly don't have one about Justin other than what I read, which looks like he's a weird guy. He seems like a creep. Which is my opinion after reading what Blake had to say. He seems like a creep. Blake, on the other hand, she's been known as a professional. She's got a couple interviews where she doesn't come off well. Join the club of other delusional A-listers. But it does rub me the wrong way when somebody has an alcohol brand and they don't drink. That to me is just like grifter. It's like, look, if you believe certain things and you promote them, you're not a grifter. But if you don't drink, why would you make an alcohol brand? I don't know. That's just me. It's neither here nor there. That's just my feeling. So I'm responding to people going, why is it such a big deal? I don't know. Why would you have an edible company if you don't eat edibles? Maybe. What do I know? As TMZ reported, according to the complaint previously filed in California, obtained by TMZ, Lively laid out her allegations of harassment in what she claims is a coordinated effort to destroy her reputation. His team has called the allegations a false attempt to rehab her reputation. All right, so 2 rich people complaining that their reputations have been hurt. Now, I have to say, it seems as though he was super creepy on set, and she filed these HR complaints, and she has every right to do so. This isn't a scenario where there's revisionary history. She has the timestamps, she has the timeline, and she has him agreeing that if we move forward, there'll be better conversations with intimacy coordinators. She accuses him of taking scenes too far, where he's using tongue when it wasn't previously wanted, nibbling on lips. I mean, it's gross. I had a shower at it. Was disgusting. And if someone like Blake Lively has a problem and she's an A-lister, you can only imagine other actors and people in the entertainment industry, how often and sadly, like how easy it is to get violated in that way. That's why the intimacy coordinators exist. You know, people wanted to go into her changing room when she wasn't dressed, and you know, she's in delivery, birthing scenes, and people that shouldn't be in the room are there. I mean, if all of that's true, no set in 2024 or 2025 should be acting that way. We solved all this. New rules were created to avoid catastrophes like this from happening. So that's the lawsuit. So she's the demands were addressed, she says, because of Justin Baldoni's conduct. The demands no more show. So again, we've already covered all of this, but it looks like they said, a mirror lawsuit in New York City. Now, he's being represented by Brian Friedman, power attorney. He lashed out at the complaint, saying it was designed to fix her negative reputation. And again, I've had a lot of respect for Brian Friedman because he's represented a lot of victims. Rachel Leviss, Cassie Randolph. He's represents the Menendez brothers. The dude's one of the biggest name brand lawyers in Hollywood. But attaching yourself to Justin Baldoni, either he knows something we don't, and again, innocent until proven guilty, or again, maybe there's just good money involved. Here's their lawsuit. So this is what came out last night, New Year's Eve at 5:12 p.m. Pacific time. I mean, this is bombshell. This will be all over the news in the next couple days. Justin Baldoni suing the New York Times for $250 million over the Blake Lively smear campaign story. Look, when you sue people, you need to have the receipts to prove your side. Justin is suing the New York Times for $250 million over the publication's bombshell article in which they allege the actor and others coordinated a smear campaign against his It Ends With Us co-star Blake Lively. And again, what's going to come of this? Will it go to trial? We will be here to cover it if it does. It'll be a fantastic trial in the sense that we're going to get to see the astroturfing that exists in crisis management and PR. And again, astroturfing is the campaign, the coordinated effort to tip the scales of justice and make it seem as though there's a bigger grassroots movement than there actually is. AstroTurf, fake grass. Remember it that way. If that's the case, I want the whole world to know what astroturfing is, because so many different groups, political, or otherwise, are using astroturfing, from insurance lobbyists to say, you know, there's astroturfing groups to tell us, oh no, you don't want good health care. Look at that. You're going to lose a limb in Canada or whatever. Like, they pay money to tell us these types of things. Justin Baldoni, who directed and starred in the romance drama with Blake Lively, was accused of harassment by the actress in a legal document in a subsequent lawsuit, which was featured heavily in the Times piece. However, according to Variety, Justin Baldoni has now accused the paper of libel, invasion of privacy, promissory fraud, and breach of implied in fact contract over the article, alleging the Times cherry-picked details and altered key communications to deliberately mislead readers. Now, I got to tell you, we covered this in the Clayton Eckard case. If someone shares a cherry-picked quote and doesn't share the full screen grab, I don't want to hear it. And that's what Laura Owens did to Clayton Eckard, right? She shared things he said, but she didn't share what she said to lead up to it. Now, with that said, I haven't read the things that weren't cherry-picked here, so I don't know. So if they decided to only share a side of the story that is very flattering to Blake, but there's more to the story, I'm all ears. I'd be interested to hear all that. I don't know if that's going to be the case. But they will have their chance to prove themselves in court. Baldoni isn't alone in suing the Times. He is one of 10 plaintiffs, which includes publicists Melissa Nathan and Jennifer Abel, who are mentioned at length in Lively's complaint and in the paper's story. Per the outlet, Lively was painted as the victim in the Times retelling of the It Ends With Us drama, which Baldoni and other plaintiffs are now alleging was not an accurate representation of what went down. They say Lively was actually the one leading a smear campaign, which they call strategic and manipulative. Now, we knew this was coming out yesterday, if you follow the Rush Hour podcast. We were aware that this was coming out, but we didn't know it'd be for $250 million. Interesting that he's suing the New York Times, though I guess that's where the story broke. Justin and the other plaintiffs allege that Lively used false sexual harassment accusations to take control of their movie. Oh, so he's saying, now this is where it's interesting. He's claiming that her HR complaints were false just because she didn't like the direction the movie was going in. They call out Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, star of Deadpool, and what's that movie I like? What's the movie about the guy? Van Wilder. Boy, he's been around for a long time. Baldoni claims Reynolds even pressured his agent to drop him this summer at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere, long before the drama made headlines, and he enlisted a crisis PR team. And of course, the agent has since dropped Justin Baldoni. So, according to the docs obtained by Variety, the Times relied almost entirely on Lively's unverified and self-serving narrative, lifting it nearly verbatim while disregarding an abundance of evidence that contradicted her claims and exposed her true motives. Again, I'm all ears. We'll be here to cover it, but I still think Blake's going to come out looking better in this, but again, we'll have to see. In a statement to TMZ, Justin Baldoni's attorney Brian Friedman said, in this vicious smear campaign fully orchestrated by Blake Lively and her team, the New York Times cowered to the wants and whims of two powerful, untouchable Hollywood elites, disregarding journalistic practices and ethics once befitting of their revered publication by using doctored and manipulated text. Okay, that's going to be interesting. How were the texts doctored? How were they manipulated? Did you splice things together or did you just cherry pick? Because doctoring and cherry picking are completely different. Cherry picking is bad. Doctoring, way worse. They've got a great case if it's doctored. Do I think it is? I don't know how they think they would get away with it. He continues, in doing so, they predetermined the outcome of their story and aided and abetted their own devastating PR smear campaign designed to revitalize Lively's self-induced floundering public image. Okay, that's below the belt. And counter the organic groundswell of criticism amongst the online public. The irony is rich. Make no mistake, however, as we all unite to take down the New York Times by no longer allowing them to deceive the public, we will continue this campaign of authenticity by also suing those individuals who have abused their power to try and destroy the lives of my clients. While their side embraces partial truths, we embrace the full truth and have all the communications to back it. The public will decide for themselves as they did when this first began. A New York Times spokesman said this: our story was meticulously and responsibly reported. It was based on a review of thousands of pages of original documents, including the text messages and emails that we quote accurately and at length in the article. To date, Wayfair Studios, Mr. Justin Baldoni, the other subjects of the article, and their representatives have not pointed to a single error. We published their full statement in response to the allegations in the article as well. We plan to vigorously defend against the lawsuit, and reps for Blake and Ryan Reynolds, so far, no word back. All right, interesting. Now look, they say they combed through hundreds or thousands of pages of documents, but did they share the documents that tell the full story? Will Justin Baldoni's side be able to prove this? Again, I don't have answers to it, but this is going to be a fascinating story to say the least. I think it's going to be very hard to prove. I think it's going to be very hard for Justin Baldoni to prove that Blake falsely filed HR complaints because she wanted to take over the film. That's a little cuckoo, a little conspiratorial, having a hard time buying it. Will watch and give my opinion as it all goes down. If I had to put money into whose career survives when this is all over, I'm going with Blake Lively. I got money on Blake and Ryan. But again, with that said, I'm going to do my best to leave a little grace and space here to see how it all plays out. Because Brian Friedman is a winner. I'm sorry. This dude is a heavy hitter. Now, like I said, we've got Ryan Reynolds, who I think is a billionaire, or at least a multi-hundred millionaire. Ryan Reynolds isn't, he's obviously married to Blake, so that's why I'm saying we have Ryan Reynolds versus Justin Baldoni's investors are billionaires. So we've got a lot of money on the line here, and it's not going to be one side outspending the other. It's going to be a battle royale. 2025 starting with a very dramatic story. If you want more of that coverage, go to the Rush Hour podcast. I have it twice a day. I'm going to be covering this for as long as the story is on. Up-to-date coverage every morning, every afternoon, here on YouTube, also on the podcast apps, the Rush Hour with Dave Neal. All right, so we're going to wrap that Okay, so that's the end of that. Thank you, guys. That'll be something we throw out in the morning, but I figured you guys could stick with me as we cover it. All right, tons of super chats. Let's see where we are. Oh my gosh, I've got, oh boy, so many super chats here. Let's start to cover them. We've got Denise, here's to a great 2025 for you. Cheers, Denise. My foster son and I were gifted a room on the 38th floor of a very nice hotel downtown Chicago, right at the river in Lake Michigan, right across from Navy Pier. Is that where you are tonight, Denise? Well, cheers to you, Denise, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Denise. I would love to see you when I'm back in Chicago. Maybe when we're doing the live Clayton, Eckard, Laura Owens true crime stand-up show that we've got going on. So thanks again, Denise, for that super chat. Natalia with $2. How many super chats can a super chatter chat? I think infinity. Nancy with $2 says, does the glow give anyone else tilted lawyer vibes? You know, I was aware of that, and I wasn't trying to rip him off. By the way, super chats, baby. I wasn't trying to rip him off. I can't help the fact that at night I don't have enough lighting source to properly deal with how strong that light is. It's a big one. Sarah Winks there, $2. Happy New Year, everyone. Love this community. We love you too. Stephanie, $2. Thanks, Dave, and this community for the friendships. Oh, thank you. Tiffany, and thank you for being a part of the Patreon. Tiffany, hope everyone has the year they want in 2025. God bless that. Julianne, $5. When you shotgun a beer, I'll do a shot too. There it is. Julianne's doing a shot with me. Lauren here, $2, says, make Dave drink. Yeah, that's right. We should start this off. We have a $2.79 super chat from Sarah. Happy New Year, Dave, Tasha, and Augie. $2 from Barbara. Drink. Natalia, $2. Grace and space in 2025. Yeah, we live in a world. And I don't know if this counts as a New Year's resolution or what you want to count it as, but we live in a world where everything has to be so fast. What's your take on this? Hold on. My take is I'm still acquiring information, and let's just wait. And we want to jump on people if their take's wrong. And I think politically, I think we have to do the same thing as culturally. We need to chill out and let people come to their take. Sometimes it takes people longer than others. Linda, $5. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Linda. Now, let me make sure I unstar these so I know that I've already... How many are we up to? I got to check. Sorry, I'm new to this. I'm not familiar with how it works. I'll tell you what, why don't we do this? Let's see what's going on here on the live camera, and then it'll give me a chance to just have a drink.
Sean sent me the history of those time balls for ship signaling. They were used in the 19th century to signal the exact time to ships. The organizers chose the ball as a nod to this historical practice. The ball symbolized precision and tradition, aligning with New York's stature as a modern global city.
Let's see what we have for another... Let's see what this guy's doing. Oh, it's rainy there. Real rainy time in New York City. It looks gross. Oh, it's that alien fog. If you guys weren't familiar with the Rush Hour podcast, we covered that some people are saying the fog is there so that the alien factions can fight in the sky. I don't know. I mean, it's a mouthful. Speaking of Laura, it's a mouthful. All right. We have some wild stories with the Clayton case too. We'll get into. Debbie says, thanks, Bruce. Green is my favorite color. Did I get that one yet? Oh, thank you. And Bruce with $10 says, Happy New Year, Dave. Nice bucket. All jokes aside, thanks for being this Moose's ride or die. You're always number one to me. 2025, let's go rock and roll. Oh, thank you, Bruce. And by the way, this is going to sound very weird, but Bruce, did you send me a pine cone present for Augie? Someone sent me a present from Oregon, and I don't know who it was from. Cherry says, drink, Dave. Kisses to baby Jingy. What are we up to on the super chats here? It looks like we're at 20. So does that mean we're close? Are we close to the super chat goal? I don't even know how to find that. Anderson and Andy are only 2 shots in so far. I don't know. Look at that. I mean, doesn't this look like a mess down there? Again, I went there. I was lucky. I was there the year that it was like 60 degrees. But just nasty. And these people, you got to get in there at like 2 p.m. No, and maybe they're lucky that it's raining, because I'm not kidding when I say people are probably just peeing in the streets. Bruce says, I did not send a pine cone. I wonder who sent that pine cone. Someone sent me a pine cone, and I was like, on one end, I was like, well, this is very sweet that they sent me a pine cone, but on the other, like, is it laced with anything? Like, I have to be careful that, but I think if people have my If people have my address, they're probably not lacing pine cones with anything. Nothing Like It says, Happy New Year, Dave and family, love you. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. Susan is from Oregon. It could have been Susan. Oh, she's Washington. Yeah, there's a bunch of Oregon folks. There's a bunch. I don't know who sent it. Someone sent me a pine cone, and then they also, and by the way, somebody sent me a, I'm trying to remember who this was. Oh, shoot. And they're going to send me a text message. Was it Kristen? I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody sent me a Hawaiian short with horses on it. Yeah, but Debbie said, are pine cones good toys for babies? No, I don't think so. But they sent me a pine cone outfit. Hold on.
We have some situation here. Police officer keep telling us to move, even though we have a pass. So hopefully...
they said they had a situation. Just the police officer told them to move. Let's see if there's any other New Year's celebrations. New Year's Eve... New Year's Eve in Australia. Let's see what Australia has. New Year's Eve fireworks in Sydney streamed 13 hours ago.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
There it is. Fireworks in Sydney, Australia. Happy New Year's to them. I'm going to be opening a Angry Orchard right now. Doing Angry Orchard. I'll be drinking an Angry Orchard. And you know what? There's nothing like the sound of opening a fresh bottle of cider. So why don't we go to the sound of a fresh... Are you guys ready for this? Here's the sound of a fresh bottle of cider. It actually didn't make much of a sound. I tell you what, Angry Orchard is a good cider. It's a good cider. I don't drink cider too often because it's so sugary and it gives you a headache. But hey, it's New Year's Eve. Let's live a little. Let's see what else is going on. Dubai has really beautiful fireworks. Well, I mean, that's all of our oil money, right? How about this crazy story? Laura Owens' father has a GoFundMe that they released today. $9,000 raised. This guy Todd donated $5,000. Look, I'm not against fundraisers, obviously. It's just really sad that this family, who clearly had generational wealth, needs a GoFundMe. He's obviously been very sick for a long time. Of course, people find this odd because Laura Owens claimed she had $500,000 in a checking account, which is why she was going to buy a house with Clayton Eckard. We all raised money because we were trying to fight Laura Owens, litigations. So this is crazy. Maybe they want money to pay Clayton. Well, no, this is supposed to be money. So let's go. Justice for Clayton official just crushes it. Let's go to what they had to say. Breaking news story right here. Oh, hold on. Whenever we have a breaking news story, this is what we're going to be doing now. Breaking news story. We have ladies. Hold on. I don't even have the thing ready. Hold on. What am I even doing? Am I even a power recapper? Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news story coming out of the Rush Hour podcast. This on the eve of the new year. Before the ball drops, the drama boils over. Let's get into it. Breaking news story here in Bachelor Nation, as reported by Clayton for Justice for Clayton official. Ron Owens starts a GoFundMe asking for $60,000. Now, we really haven't seen anything from Ron Owens other than one short cherry-picked video where he says, I support my daughter or whatever, but it was like, what was he even talking about? Is he even aware of what's going on with Laura Owens? Well, my sources tell me he actually is. He is aware. Parkinson's is a degenerative disease, but it doesn't mean his brain isn't there. Stir Crazy said Laura did this for sure. Layla says, I like the studio look. PM said, how embarrassing, they are begging for money. And again, I don't have a problem with people trying to ask for help when they need help. What's crazy is that the money and bandwidth that Laura has spent and the time, anguish, all of that has gone into, intimidating men, claiming she's so wealthy. I reported this several weeks ago. You guys might know. I was very coy with how I reported this, but I basically told you they're broke. I told you guys that they're broke. I had a very good source that told me they don't have money. And some are saying, well, why does he even need a GoFundMe if he's on Medicare and he's retired and he's made all this money? Well, so here he says, he's had Parkinson's for 23 years. Look, if I could vet for sure that the money was going to help out an old man, Ron Owens, for the most part, has again, separate from this current issue, sounded like a decent guy. He was well liked, I think for the most part, I don't know, in San Francisco. But he grew up in a time, in his career, he had the privilege to exist in a time where radio DJs made a lot of money. I can tell you this right now, channels like mine probably make more money than most radio DJs, and we're not making millions of dollars. What I'm trying to say is the golden age of working in radio is over. Amy said, why isn't Jan organizing this? Well, she's too busy getting chocolates for the cops when the FBI calls. Stephanie said, we need money for our sick father because our daughter is a selfish liar. I hear you on that one. So for nearly 5 decades, Ron was the voice that guided, entertained, and inspired countless listeners. So they go on his challenges and this and that. So they're asking for money. They're playing on the heartstrings for people with love and appreciation, Ron's friends and family. I want to know who the benefactor is for this. When I made a GoFundMe for Clayton Eckard, he was the benefactor. I made it so that I didn't touch any of the money. It went straight to him. Amy said, this is nuts. Sure is. Sad if it's true that Ron is sick. However, Ron made $1 million a year as a radio host for many years. Why no pics of Sarah and Ron? And that's the idea, I guess, the conspiracy that maybe not Laura cutting Mike out of the photo. So Mike, I guess, was in this photo. But look, I mean, this is what's crazy. There's Ron with Barack Obama, William H. Macy, the late, great John McCain. Who's this guy? I don't know who that is. And I don't know who that guy is either. And is that Madeleine Albright? Is that who that is? Is that Madeleine Albright? I don't even know anymore. I don't want to sound stupid. Pam says Ron was mean to Norm Macdonald. Oh, yeah, we don't want anyone mean to Norm Macdonald. Who could be mean to Norm Macdonald? He's a nice, affable Canadian. So anyway, it continues. Ron is eligible for and has Medicare coverage. Why does Ron need $60,000? So they share that, Medicare, again, which is paid for by our tax dollars, is what he would be eligible for. But again, I mean, it wouldn't be crazy to think that maybe he needs some money for, just life expenses, paying the bills. Bruce said justice for Norm. Stir Crazy said, Dave, set another goal. Did I hit the goal? Oh boy, hold on. How do I have a thing here for the goal? Hold on. Let me see. Do I have do I have a button I can press?
I mean, good God.
Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. That's right. We hit the goal. 25 super chats. Can you believe it? Unbelievable.
Garbage.
There it is. All right. So anyway, let's go. So how do we do this? Should we just, gosh, I haven't shotgunned a beer. Are we really at 25? Did we do this? Let me see here. I haven't shotgunned a beer in a long time. This is going to be kind of messy. I'm doing it though. I'm not gonna renege on my beer. Just give me a second. Let's work through it. So somebody said if I could go to, let's see here. You know what I can do? Why don't I do this? I will do this over here. Let me go to my YouTube. I should have my YouTube station up so that I can see. Well, what would be another good goal? I mean, I don't want to make goals just for the hell of it here, but let's, I tell you what, let me shotgun my beer. Maybe I'll shotgun a second beer. Is that too many shotguns? Oh boy. Let's see here. Let me go to my live and just make sure that I am in the studio. So did it say I hit my goal? 20 of 20. I hit my goal. All right, there it is. Start another goal. Well, let's hold off on another goal. Justice for Norm. Yeah, should I get Miller Lite? We have a lot of work to do, says Bruce. Get the stripper pole out. All right, I think I know how to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I have a knife on me. Should we do this? Should we shotgun a beer? I haven't done this in a long time. I should probably be standing up when I do this. So I feel like and again, someone's going to tell me I'm doing this wrong, but let me see if I can just, oh, there we go. I think if I do this, if I just, oh, it's spilling. Hold on, we got to get on the, hold on, folks. It's one of those things you kind of have to just do it fast, I feel like. So let's see here. I feel like if I open that way, I think I opened it the wrong way. Okay, ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a great year it was. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the super chats. And we're going to try our best to shotgun a beer right now. It took a long time. It did. Excuse me. That took a little bit longer. I was panicking. You know what it was? I'm not going to take the blame for it. I think the issue that I had there was poor airflow. I had poor airflow on that one. So yeah, we got a little bit. I got a sock here. I'm just gonna relatively clean shotgun. But yeah, that was okay. Thank you guys for that. Should we do a replay of it? Let me watch myself take the shotgun because I don't know if here, why don't we just do a replay? It's very rare that you can actually watch yourself shotgun a beer. So let's go to my channel here and see if we can find out the moment there. So let's see if we can go back to it. All right, here it is. Let's do a replay just to see if I did it appropriately. I feel like if I open that way, I think I opened it the wrong way. Okay, ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, did I do this right? Did I do this right, guys? Yeah, I didn't have a towel, so I took my socks off to wipe the table. I mean, what do you want? I'm trying my best, guy. I got Costco socks over here. They're big tube socks. All right, let's see. Let's watch this back. That was nervous. That was kind of, I thought I could have done it twice as fast. I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. Start another goal. I'm going to start another goal here, and we're going to do a goal 10. Let's do this. I'm going to keep it at 20. I'll shotgun a second beer. All right, that's it. You don't have to encourage this. I'll do one more beer if I hit 20 super chats. Again, no pressure there. So let's just watch this back. You got to study the game tape. You know what I mean? You got to look at the game tape and know where you went wrong. By the way, my wife's probably in the other room hearing me shotgun a beer, and she's going, "Oh boy." Someone said, "Yes, you did." I did what? What did I do? I nailed it? Okay, let's watch. Great year it was. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the super chats. And we're going to try our best to shotgun a beer right now. Oh, the sound. The sound is so gross. I'm so grossed out. Now I know why people get grossed out when they hear me eat food. Gorilla says, I was worried you spill on your blazer. No, it's okay. There's nothing. I got a little bit on the blazer right there. That's okay. Oh, this is way too. What am I looking at? What am I? Where? That's me. That's me looking to the heavens going, what has become of my business degree? That's what that is. Christine says, we want drunk Dave. So anyhow, there I am, I guess. It just feels a little slow. But you can hear I finished, you know? Some people, they don't finish. You can hear an empty. This is important. This is important that you hear an empty. Support. Thank you for these. Hold on. It is important here that you hear an empty beer can at the very end. That sounds gross. There it was. See, you could tell by the ricochet. Took a long time. It did. And I knew right away. I could self-assess. Oh, and then I burped. Sorry. Natalia said the burp is iconic. Let's go to the burp. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh, who would marry me? That's disgusting. I'm sober. I'm not sober in the sense that I just relapsed. I mean, I'm lucid here. That was a disgusting sound. Excuse me. That took a little bit longer. I was panicking. That was disgusting. I'm really, you know what's the worst part? Somebody who I went to high school with, who hasn't thought of me in 10 years, is going to see this and go, boy, Dave has really fallen on tough times. But I'm going to burp again, but I'm going to, I just muted it. I wasn't going to let you guys hear that. Storkery says going to have to mop the floor. Well, we have carpet in here, so we have carpet on the floors. So I think I could do a second one. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can do a second one here, but I want to catch up on the ones I missed. Let's see here. Andy says, any goals in 2025? To be quite honest, I think my a goal in 2025 is I really want to hire somebody. I want to grow the podcast. I want to do a better job of asking, elevating myself to get bigger guests and continue to, do the things I want to perform my live show more. I want to do more stand-up. Everything I want in 2025 professionally, I'm already doing. I just want to put myself out there in a way that I believe in me, maybe the way other people do, if that makes sense. But thank you so much, Annie. And then Nothing Like It says, hope your new year is filled with nothing but blessings and the universe brings you nothing but joy. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. Julie Ann with $2 says, shot poured. Let's go. Happy New Year, everyone. Julie Ann, what are you drinking? What did you take a shot of? I'd love to know. Pam and Arnold, $2 says, Ron was mean to Norm. Oh, we already got that one. Julie Ann, $2 says, it's time. Joanne, $2 says, Happy New Year. Love you, Dave. Oh, thank you so much, Joanne. I appreciate you. And we'll go back to you guys let me know if I should do a second shot there. Otherwise, I'm just going to go to my Angry Orchard. Now, as far as news is concerned, Sarah Wink says, hire a production person. You deserve it. Well, I tell you, now that I'm doing the podcast on YouTube, it's made it way easier to justify hiring someone, and I'll explain why. So I'm doing this myself at like 2 a.m., right? Everything I do, as far as production goes, is myself. Although, thank you, Bruce. Bruce helped with the audio on something recently. Appreciate it, Bruce. I haven't listened to it yet, but I do appreciate it. But like, this is the type of stuff that, like, if I can make more content on social media, then I will have a higher chance of growing the podcast, right? So videos like this is literally just, if you can see, knowing my setup, this is picture in picture, which is what I already do, plus another clip. So like this today got 21,000 views. I mean, if I had 21,000 people listening to my podcast every day, I would for sure have people hired. It's like I'm not quite there. I'm probably, I'm a fraction of that, but point being is, I feel like going into 2025, I feel as though I know my voice, love it or hate it, this is who I am. And I feel as though I'm already making the content I need to make. I just need to get it into more ears and eyeballs. And that's it. And that's all I can really do. Sarah said $5. Definitely want to see a round 2. So there it is. Well, because you guys donated to the super chat, we're going to go an extra 30 minutes, and then I'm going to let Lauren pick us up where I leave off here. So let's see if we go to Lauren. Let's see where Lauren is. So she's going live in half an hour. So I'm going to be done in half an hour. Bruce said, let's get Dave to 100K. Yeah, that's what's interesting, right? Like, I'm going to lose some people with the way I'm shifting my content, but the ability to gain more people, it's like, I need to get on more media channels. There's a lot that I need to do, but I feel like I'm positioning myself to do it all. And so that's where I'm at. I just got a thumbs down. Someone just gave me a thumbs down. I just answered your question, and of course, I say something that means a lot to me, and I get a thumbs down. So thank you so much. I wish I could tap into the video of whoever gives me a thumb down, so I can be like, damn you. Anyhow. Let's see. So, 100,000 subs would be nice. Please share to someone you know. I mean, look, I got 55,000 subs in 2021 alone, and then it kind of petered off. I mean, well, look, and it's no offense. There's other Bachelor content creators that have bigger audience than I do. We've kind of capped out in the style of content we make in the Bachelor world. That's just what it is. Every time I cover a story, regardless of what side of the story I'm on, some people love it, some people hate it. I give strong opinions, which honestly, I don't think my opinions are that strong. But like with Jen Tran, I had people that were like trying to get campaigns to cancel me because of my opinions of like, she was an okay bachelorette, like insanity. So the community's insane. Not entirely, but a small. There are always going to be loud and vocal voices, and then people say that I'm insane. I tell you my opinions on things. I'll tell you my political opinions. I'll tell you my religious opinions, and for that reason, it pisses some people off. And to that, I have to say, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just get out of here. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Right? Is that how the saying goes? Just got to do my own thing. You got to crack an egg to make an omelet. And if people really didn't want, if people had a hard time following my content based on a take that I had, well, does that say something about me or does it say something about you? Oh, Julianne had a shot of Fireball. Let's go round 2. Julianne, give us updates. What are you doing tonight? Are you pre-gaming? By the way, my feet are just stood on wet rug. I have wet rug beneath me. Maybe I did spill a little bit. Christine said no thumbs down allowed tonight. The only time you're allowed a thumbs down is if you're shotgunning a beer and your thumb literally goes down, or maybe you spill onto your keyboard. That's the only time. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate it. It's just dingy. It's baby dingy. Yeah, good stuff. Gosh, I love Celsius. I only have been drinking Celsius for a couple months now. I just love it. I think you're one of the truest people to yourself that I listen to. I appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Amy. I mean, look, like I'm no one's more critical of me than me. I mean, I just shotgunned a beer and immediately was like, I could have done it better. Like no one's more critical than me. But at the same time, like when I have to kind of deal with things like this, where people's like, I don't really understand why you didn't cover this story, and I got to go, I worked 15 hours today. I got to go get sushi with my wife. What do you want? I can't cover everything. Do you know how many times I've pulled over on the side of the road, or when I'm supposed to be doing something else, or mid-date and I go make a video? I've literally made video in line at Disney World. I try my best, but people, I don't know if people truly understand what goes into making content. You know what I mean? Like you guys, I think most of you guys get it. Those that follow the Patreon, not like it says, OMG, I just threw up a little bit hearing Fireball. The idea of a Fireball shot, it reminds me of my single days, and I don't know if that's a compliment or not. Geriatric says, Chase J. Jones donated $5 on GoFundMe. Stop it right now. Let's go. Hold on. No. Tell me it's not true. Tell me it's not true. Hold on. Newest donations. And again, who cares? Donate, whatever, anonymous. $500. That's what's crazy. These people have and again, by all means, multiple things can be true. You can not like Laura Owens, and you can still want to donate to Ron Owens. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. What do I care? I want the guy to be I want him to be okay. I mean, look, he's there it is. Chase J. Jones, $5. Stop it. Oh, that alone. By the way, my clicker is wet. What the? Look at that. I have a wet clicker. Gross. Hold on. I wanted to hit the button here, but I have a wet clicker. That's the mode. There it is. Chase J. Jones with a $5 donation. Give it up to Chase J. Jones. He is Chase J. Jones. Double. That is, guys, 2024 has been such a wild year. You know what's funny is Chase J. Jones happened in 2023. That's what's so crazy about Chase J. Jones, is that it's that old of a story. And you guys might not know this, but I've got, my live show that I'm writing. It involves a lot of Chase J. Jones. My plan is to get the audience to say, who like you know that song how does it go? Who the fuck is what's that? It goes someone who the fuck, how does it go? But I want it to be Chase, who the fuck is Chase? Chase J. Jones. I don't know. You know what's interesting is that Chase is actually my sister's name, which is interesting. Arthur says, I'd like to see you guys double date with Dear Shandy in Nashville. Are they moving? They're not moving to Nashville, are they? You know what's funny is like I really, really like Dear Shandy. Never met them in person, but I've always thought they're good people. And I think my conversation with them was fantastic. My last interview with them. What's interesting is they're good friends with Nick Viall, and I appreciate that they're willing to give me a shot, even knowing I've been critical of him. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. I think they're the type of people, like, cause I've always respected Charlene and Andy's chemistry and how well prepared she is. I've always respected the way they kind of do things. So anyhow, what else is there to cover? So Amy Lynn says, I have a fantastic shirt with a Chase J. Jones quote on it. Isn't it funny we can quote Chase J. Jones, a fictitious person? Yeah, I've done Dear Shandy at least twice now. Amy says they are BFFs with Nick, which is surprising. Yeah, but they get Nick. They know how he is. They understand how he is. You know what I mean? It's whatever. Nick's the type who's like, look, he'll respect you if you're at his level. You know what I mean? But like Courtney Robertson, only because she existed before social media took off, isn't at his level. So he won't give her the respect. I give Courtney Robertson the respect for several reasons. I think she's a beautiful soul. I think she's super funny. Courtney Robertson, but let's call her up. Let's call her up right now. We're going to call up Courtney Robertson right now. How do I get to my phone? Hold on. We're doing it. Courtney Robertson. There it is. Let's get her on the phone. Let's get her on the phone. All right. Can you guys hear that? Can't really hear it.
Hello.
Happy early New Year's Eve.
Happy Evie. How are you?
It sounds like you're putting a child to sleep.
No, everybody just went to bed. I'm just going to go watch shows with my husband and get a little, wet.
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on. You're on, I should have started with this. You're on my live stream right now.
Oh.
You know what I was doing is I was complimenting you so much that I said I just need to give. I said I just.
Sorry, I'm whispering.
Now, were you saying you were going to go get it on? Is that what you were meaning?
No, we have a show we're into.
Oh, I interpreted that as you were about to go get lucky or something. But clearly, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. The last day, of course. What are you doing in your live? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. I just decided I would give a nice hour and a half. I just shotgunned a beer for the first time in God knows how many years. So we did that.
Oh, okay. So you're a little tipsy twirly.
Well, I mean, I shotgunned one Miller Lite, so I would still call myself sober, but I made the mistake.
Tasha do it too?
No, Tasha's with the baby trying to put him to sleep, so it's a really sad New Year's for us.
No, that sounds amazing.
But I was, I did my recap, and I texted you this. I was like, someone asked me my favorite Bachelor people, and you know why I didn't think of you? Because I think our friendship isn't Bachelor related because you're just a friend. But I didn't give you the flowers I needed to give you, so I wanted to publicly make sure the whole world knows I think you're so cool, so funny, and I hope you're going to have a fantastic 2025.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so kind of you. Did people sound off in the comments? I don't need that accolation, Dave.
I know,
My
but
feelings are never hurt.
and you know what? By the way, our baby's favorite toy right now is the little keychain you gave him. So you're very high up on our list.
The car keys, because you're like always like buckle up. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give you the car keys.
You know what's funny is he didn't like that toy. Like he didn't really get the toy until one day it all clicked for him, and now he loves sounds and lights and things. So he absolutely loves it. But how's family?
I don't know if you guys go out to eat a lot, but like for me, I'm like when you go to eat with the baby, like just I'm like I told you, I'm like bring this, give the baby this. Like, it will just buy you a little time. We're just robbing Peter to pay Paul to buy a little time.
That's all parenthood is so far, is just trying to buy another. You know.
By the way, our sons are a week apart. Which how cool is that?
Is it that? Are they that close?
Yes, they're a week apart. Like, and I would love to dish with you because Gabriel has 2 teeth on the bottom, and it looks like Augie has like all the teeth, and we are, just dividing and conquering.
Augie doesn't have any teeth yet.
Oh, say what? No, it looks like he has 2 teeth on the bottom.
Well, I guess I better go check. I think they're all.
I got your Christmas card, by the way. Don't beat yourself up. I got your Christmas card, and those blue eyes are popping.
Yeah, he's a cutie. He's so funny. Like he argues with himself. He's got so much personality. Yeah, I can't wait for them to meet. But
Are they sleeping? Is he sleeping through the night? Because literally, Dave, he's 8 months old, and the fireworks are going off over here. But he just slept for the first night, the whole night.
Gabriel did?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Good for you guys.
No, but are you guys?
Well, Augie was not taking to his crib at all, and then I bought him a new sleep sack that he's sleeping in, and he loves it. And I
literally bought like 50 of them. And by the way, they're not cheap. And I know you and I are both fiscally responsible. I bought $100 one, and honestly, the used one I got was like the one that he took too. Which one did you get?
Well, I've got. I don't know what the brand is, but it's meant for like colder weather, because I was feeling like no matter how high I turn the heat up, he just gets cold in his crib, and then he cries, and then we put him to bed. So I got him one, and Tasha's like, I don't know if it's gonna work. And the first night, we had to like wake him up in the morning. He was just like, no, I'm good. So yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, for $30 we were able to buy ourselves a better night's sleep. It's like priceless.
Oh, you can't put a price on sleep. Let's get a Tempur-Pedic ad right here. Or something.
Speaking of sleep, I feel like we're gonna be partying in Vegas before you know it. That's like a short 5 months away.
Oh, shout out to Steve. I know. I'm already stocking up on sleep.
I have a gift idea for him that I want to tell you about because he's going to be 50. But yeah, that's going to be so much fun. Again, I'm just giving you your flowers. I was starstruck, and I want my audience to know this. When I met Courtney Robertson, I was starstruck at the Reality Steve party. That was quite the experience for me. I don't know if you could feel it. Could you feel my aura being starstruck?
No. Could you feel mine? I was like the one that was like, I'm going to come over and talk to you. I was like, oh my God, Dave Neal's over there. I beeline for you.
Oh, we got a beeline. Very nice. Well, anyhow, look, I don't want to bother you guys.
I want to catch up with you. And by the way, my husband, we're watching the live. I think is it Happy New Year's too, but we're watching the live. But there's so much going on in your world. We need to connect with the Clayton of it all and the Laura Owens. I've been listening, Dave, religiously, and I talked to H about it. It's insane.
Well, we'll talk off air, but.
Sorry to switch gears. Let's be holly and jolly.
No, it's interesting, and I think the new year's going to bring more drama. But hey, what can you do? It's I'd love for that story to wrap up. It's like, all right, we're over it. Let's move on. But it's hard to wrap it up when more crazy stuff keeps coming out. Who would have thought?
Oh my God, by the way, are fireworks going off at your house? Because they're going off over here, and we just got all the kids to sleep, and I'm like, that would have been so fun, and when we were single, and now we have babies sleeping, and the fireworks are just now going off.
No, we don't have. We probably have gunshots going off tonight, but I haven't heard anything yet. There's a lot of guns in Tennessee, so I don't think they do fireworks.
What?
People just shoot their pistols in the sky. That's all, like Yosemite Sam.
Hey, that's dangerous. Whatever goes up comes down.
Well, hey, I'm not doing it. I'm just telling you that's what these knuckleheads do. But what's your New Year's resolution? Do you have any?
Yes, I want to be off social media a little bit more. I want to be more present. I have an episode coming out tomorrow with my dad.
Oh, plug
resolutions and
plug
goal
away.
Setting. And but I would love to hear what yours are. But like I mean I have a ton.
Well, mine's just like trying to put myself, like I want to have more confidence putting myself out there, like with certain things, like, you know, with like stand-up comedy. I feel like I see people that have more confidence but way less time in the game, and I'm like, I should be doing that. So I kind of just want to.
Dave, I feel like you put a little pressure on yourself though. You're out there, you're doing stand-up, like you're doing all the things.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know, I know it's, but hey, that's the itch, right? That's the thing that makes us tick is never feeling like it's enough. But I actually,
well, it's so funny. I have my dad on my episode tomorrow, and spoiler alert, he was like, you know, I went to a motivational speech, like, you know, he's successful in real estate, and he was like, somebody was like, put your goals down on a note card and never tell anybody your goals because they'll tell you why you can't do it.
Interesting. Oh, I love that. So you talked about that on your next episode?
Yeah, it's coming out at midnight tonight. And like the thing is like, so you want to set goals. Like he's like, he in 1984, my dad wrote, I want to make $100,000, and he did it.
Whoa!
And he's like, and I've done it I've done it every year since then.
There you go. Oh, good. Nice. I mean, look, I'll tell you what, I almost get more excited for my friends than myself. Like for you, and the reason I called you is I think you're so underrated with your humor. I think you're so funny, and I kind of wish you were in the Bachelor world during the height of the social media. You know, I actually get mad on your behalf because I'm like, man, you would have been so much better than like the Hannah Browns of the world that got millions of followers and they just write some, you know, book. You know what I mean? But
you know what, Dave? I'm not mad at it, and don't get mad for me because I wrote a New York Times bestseller and I went through the things I made. I still get residuals. You know, residuals. You get it.
Yeah, well, good. I mean, no, look, and I don't mean to shortchange what you've done. I just feel like. And the reason why
yeah, I get it. Like I could have $1 million, but I don't know if I could handle that pressure, and I don't know if I want to be out there that much.
Well, I want your podcast to thrive this year. I want you to know your voice matters, and I want you to make sure to not be a stranger. And look, I'm gonna let you go, but let's talk offline. And
yes.
And hopefully, you know, we'll plan our takeover.
Cold call. I love a good cold call. We're gonna go watch your show.
All right, I'm gonna give out your phone number so everyone listening can cold call you. No, I'm kidding. Tell Umberto I said hi, and you know, have a great.
He's right here. H.
What's going on? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. I'm sorry I took your wife away from you for a quick call, but I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's.
No problemo. We're just dealing with 3 maniacs, that's all.
I saw your Christmas video shirtless. You got to give me a trigger warning before you start releasing those.
It's habit, dude. Phoenix is hot all the time, even in the winter for me.
You've been doing Pilates?
He never wears a shirt. I'm like, people are coming over. Put a shirt on.
No, I mean, no, it's good. I mean, everyone's...
People are lucky I have boxers and shorts on during all of this because...
Lucky me.
Yeah,
way too
yeah. Let's get Umberto on OnlyFans. Let's make let's get some of those.
I have people that write me all the time, like, does your husband ever wear a shirt?
And I don't. If I was in Tennessee, I'd wear a shirt a lot because I've been there. It is nice and chilly there. I'm sure you're freezing your ass off right now.
Yeah, we got a little polar vortex coming, so we're actually it's starting to get a little chilly. It was like 60 degrees a few days ago. It's kind of all over the place, but yeah, we're it's about to be in the 20s.
60 degrees is great, right?
I mean, yeah, but it's like it's like high of 60, misty. It's in the 50s, and I think it's going to be in the 30s tonight, but it's not really like snowy weather. It's not nice weather. It's just kind of gross until the spring, and then it gets too hot. So,
have you slid down like those Instagram videos of people sliding in the ice? Has that been you yet, Dave?
Oh, I crashed my moving truck the day I moved into Tennessee.
Well, I heard that story. What, did you not put it in the park? What happened?
No, I slid backwards and ran into my neighbor's brick a mailbox, and we had to get insurance. He literally tried to chase me down, not knowing I was moving into the neighborhood, and it was all because they didn't salt the street. Because when I moved here in January, it was a big snowstorm, and it all turned to ice because they don't have shovels here.
I hope that they have video of that, Dave.
Oh, well, I'm like, here,
Video
yeah.
or it didn't happen.
In Tennessee, they're banning shovels and books. So it's a weird place. But look, you guys have a fantastic evening.
Happy New Year. Thanks for the cold call. Call anytime.
Will do. All right. Take care, guys.
Okay, bye. We'll see you in Vegas.
All right. Yeah, see you there. Bye. All right, there it is. Courtney Robertson and Umberto. Aren't they good people? All right, we got 10 more minutes here. I saw your comments. I don't think I'll call anybody else. She was due for a phone call, though. Let's see. Sarah with $5 says definitely want to see a round 2. And Julianne, $2. Shot a fireball. Let's go round 2. Sarah says ready for round 2. Tammy, justice for Tasha. $10. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I don't know why Tasha needs justice, but we'll get it to her. Stephanie says cheers to the breakout moments of the year. Chase J. Jones, $5. Thank you for all you've done in the name of justice. Yes, Stephanie, that was 2024. Isn't that crazy? What was that, May? What a year it's been. Natalia with $2. Who are we calling next? New Year's Eve. Winks with $2. Send that breadstick money. A Mesta A with $2. Thank you guys so much. Where are we at on the? Let's see where we're at with regards to the new goal here. I don't think we. How do I see? Oh, the new goal. Goal ends in 2 minutes. 8 out of 20. I'll tell you what. If we get to 10 out of 20, I'll do another shotgun. Although, gosh, I'm gonna be. It's gonna. I mean, it's Miller Lite. What are you going to do? It's water. Shot and I wanted a better shot at it. So I think what I'm going to have to do is create a larger hole for the Miller Lite. Lauren, you're going. I don't have your link. You sent it to me, but Lauren's going live in 10 minutes. So we'll just take all of us and we'll go over to Lauren's and make sure to go support her. So we'll go over to Lauren's live in 10 minutes. Now and by the way. I'm not kidding when I say I hate calling people. So the fact calling, like when you know how it is, like when you're friends with somebody, you can just give them a phone call versus like there's certain people where you're like, no, I'm not going to call Clayton. I'm not friends with him. It'd be weird. Like, I don't want him to think he has to pick up because of whatever. But like Courtney, she's just like so cool, and I love that Tasha finds her so funny, because like Tasha's the type I think Tasha loves a friend who's a little extroverted, who can kind of like drive the convo, because Tasha's kind of one of those like she'll go with you, but she's kind of like she's a good co-pilot. Sarah, thanks, says shotgun. Bruce says, Dave, if you need it, mail me. No, I have it. No, Lauren DM'd me. I just didn't have the link, the public link. So we'll go to that. So Reality Steve did my podcast, which will be up probably late tonight. I haven't done it yet. Natalia says, contact roulette. Trying to read your comments, folks. We're not prepared for snow and ice in the South. That is true. I learned that the hard way. Although it was my fault hitting the guy. Hitting the guy's mailbox was my fault. I did like $3,000 in damage. But the insurance covered it. I mean, my insurance for the Penske truck was like $800 for like a 5-day Penske truck. I mean, I paid a lot of money so that I could run into people's mailboxes. Elizabeth says, I honestly never got the hype of Hannah Brown. Look, Hannah Brown's nice. I interviewed her for that live show I did. She's nice. She's just like, it's nothing against her. She's like the Hannah Godwin, although Hannah Godwin's probably got more of a career when it comes to like fashion specific. But I use that as an example where like, we love Caitlin Bristow. Caitlin Bristow's great. She was there at the height of Instagram and took advantage of it. Same thing with Nick. Courtney Robertson was way before that. So the only people that profited off of Courtney Robertson were like the tabloid magazines. You know what I mean? Janet says, let's see that face again. Julianne staying in with the husband. Oh, there he is. So the husband's out there. All right. So here it is. All right. Let's do another one. Hold on. I got to use my sock here. I have my Costco sock is what I'm using too. I'm going to get like foot fungus in my throat. That sounds disgusting when I said that out loud. All right. So let's go here and we're going to go with a secondary. Where did I put my knife? Here we go. I got to back away. Oh, you know what? I turned up the thing too much. So let's back away from that. And so I want to be right there. And I think the key to doing this is you don't want to puncture it slowly. Just be like quick and fast with your puncturing. You know what I mean? Whoa! Oh boy, there goes the Roadcaster. Did you guys see that? That was a lot of... I'm trying to make a bigger... Oh my gosh, this one was way messier. But see, I opened the door the different way. Oh, hold on. Okay, my fingers are wet. That's what she said. What? Hold on a second. I'm trying to clean up the... Okay, so here it is. All right, cheers to you guys. Second shotgun of the night. That one was a little wet. That was a little wet. That was a very theatrical. That was a very theatrical. Why did my wife marry me? You know what I mean? She's in the other room going, "What did I do? Why is my husband?" Okay. A little wet there. Should we do it? Should I do the replay of that one too? I think for my own sort of. Right, let's see if that one, let's do a replay of that one. Was that one better? Let's just see if we did it better here. Make sure I did this better here. Let's see. Oh, that can't be good. Why is there water? All right, here we go. Okay, so here it is. All right, cheers to you guys. Second shot. So my goal for this one was to do it faster, but now I'm wondering if maybe I should have gone a little bit slower here. Gun of the night. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go. So when I was piercing it, what? Hold on. When I was piercing it, oh my gosh, this one was way messier. Fast with your puncturing, you know what I mean? Oh, oh no. Whoa. Oh boy, there goes the Roadcaster. The first thing I do is to make sure the first thing I do. If you're wondering how my audio is, I think we're okay actually. I think the microphone blocked most of it. Let's watch that one more time. You don't want to puncture it slowly. So here I am, of course, giving advice on how to shotgun a beer, and then I immediately mess it up. This is my life. Be like quick and fast with your puncturing, you know what I mean? Whoa! Oh, it's on the it's on the microphone. The key to doing this is to look at my poor microphone here. Justice for this microphone. You don't want to puncture it. What took the main beating? Was it the microphone? Just be like quick and fast with your puncturing, you know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. That's disgusting. That is disgusting, folks. Julianne, let's see, super chats. Let's see the face again, Janet. Let me go through what I'm missing here. Tammy, $5. What do you mean you don't know what Tasha needs justice for? She deserves an apology. Oh, from Baby Jingy. Of course. No, of course. Yeah, of course. She'll never get it, but she deserves it. But she honestly doesn't care because my wife is living the best life. You know what I mean? She's like, whatever. She's above those losers. Let's see what you got here. Back when you were doing Bachelor recaps with poems. Yeah, the poem. I got rid of the poem. I don't know. The poems were fine. I liked the poems, but yeah, that's a very niche. That was a long time ago. Whoa! So anyway, let's watch the actual chugging here. Oh boy, there goes the Roadcaster. Oh yeah, this is going to be. See that? This is going to be. That disgusting. Was a lot of. I'm trying to make a bigger. Oh my gosh, this one was way messier. But see, I opened the door the different way. Oh, hold on. Okay, my fingers are wet. That's what she said. Okay. What? Hold on a second. I'm trying to clean up the... Okay, so here it is. All right, cheers to you guys. Amy says that room's going to smell terrible tomorrow. Yes, but also I kind of like a good carpet smell. You know what I mean? We had that fraternity smell. Oh, yeah. Second shotgun of the night. So at this point, it's good. At this point, this is a fair, but I think the problem is, and again, what am I looking at? What am I, who's going, you know what I mean? What are you doing up there? But at this point, this point, it's going good, but I disengaged from the can too soon. It was a premature can disengagement. Wait, people are saying it's 1 minute till midnight. What? It's 9. What? Where do you live? Oh, in Newfoundland. Okay. So. Oh boy. Oh, boy. See, that I got cocky. Shirt's pulling apart.
That was a little wet.
It wasn't wet till the end. It was good. I mean, I was a quarter second off. I had one more half a sip. Right there. That's all beer. Okay, well, what can you do? You live and you learn. You know what I mean? Bruce says, don't question the performance art. Yeah, Bruce, I mean, maybe I was trying to make it messy for you guys. Oh, it's so wet. This is gross. What can I put? Should I put rice on the ground? Do I have to put my carpet in rice? Bruce says Newfoundland is 30 minutes off. Yeah, what's up with why would it be New Year's in Newfoundland? I don't think it's New Year's anywhere. Dan says, Dave, chill. It's the ceiling. No big deal. Yeah, I don't know what's up there. It's like that's just where my eyes go. When I guess you shouldn't be looking down when you chug a beer. You have to, or shotgun a beer. All right. Well, look, folks, we're done here. We've made it to the end. I'm gonna go spend a few minutes hanging out with Lauren, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So it's not supposed to be wet at the end. That the can is going to file a lawsuit against you tomorrow. That might happen. So thank you for all the super chats. You guys were fantastic. I mean, we had 38 total super chats. I really appreciate you. Debbie says I'm underdressed. Thank you, Debbie, for being here, dressed or underdressed. Tammy says, please tell Lauren and I how to spell your gummy sponsor so we can buy it. Send me a DM. It's how is it? Veya, hold on. Oh, I got it right here. Veya.com. Hold on. I'm going to open copy link. Here's my sponsor. And the podcast is, so it's VIIAhemp.com. That's the actual link. But the sponsor, and then when you go to the checkout, use code Rush Hour. Last week, any of my podcast episodes last week has the link. But here it is. I don't know if this helps. Did I just type it there? Yeah, there. Oh, that's VIIA Rush Hour. That's the link. bit.ly/VIIA Rush Hour. Amber says, oh boy, I am new here. Sorry, I just caught you at the end, but I look forward to catching more. I blame Bruce. Well, Amber, thank you for showing up, and Happy New Year's to everyone out there. Appreciate you guys all so much. Shout out to Fireball, Natalia. This was like that scene in Flashdance with beer. Sure. All right, I'm going to go check out Lauren's channel. I'll go hang out with her for a few minutes. So if you end up over at Lauren's channel, tell her you came from my channel, and we'll go see if she wants to shotgun a beer. I don't know if I'm going to go over there right now or in a few minutes. I think I'll go over right now. I'll go check her out for a little bit. I'm just going to text Tasha and see how the baby's doing, because she might be, she might be, snoozing with the baby. So if that's the case, we'll go spend some time. So again, I got to go straight to camera. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for making 2024 the best year of my life from the standpoint of, for so many reasons. What a year of growth. On a professional level, it's the most successful year we've ever had. The Patreon has been incredible. The podcast took off. The YouTube channel continues to be a tried and true way to communicate with you guys. And you guys light up the comment section. You send me gifts. You guys have treated my wife with kindness. You've helped by buying gifts for the baby. It's been such a year. So guys, there's no ending. It's going to roll into tomorrow. We're going to keep this party going. But thank you all so much. I truly mean this from deep in the depths of my heart for being there with views, with downloads, with support. Every brick really has helped my family. And I've said this before, I don't have a baby without the success we've had on YouTube. Tasha and I weren't going to be having a baby living in a broke little place in Los Angeles. You've helped us grow in so many ways. So Thank you guys all so much. Oh, Ash and Kay, good to see you guys in the chat. Ash and Kay, love following you, sending you guys a big virtual hug, and everybody else. You've been fantastic. Amy says, I fully expect a pounding of the gavel to ring in the new year. So there it is. Oh, well, it's not quite the new year, but we have it right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby tell you, we're done here. Case closed on 2024. Case closed on 2024. The floor is wet, but we are good to go. All right, I'm going to go hang out with Lauren for a few minutes. Take care, everybody. Happy New Year to you. We'll see you tomorrow.